Hey, what's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. So tomorrow is the release for the PTB for Chapter 22. We do know that we are getting a new survivor and a new killer thanks to some leaks from DBD leaks from months ago at this point. It feels like it's probably a few weeks ago, but we do know we're getting a killer and survivor. We've gotten a few teases, more than a few teases released over the past little bit, but nothing specifically that could give away this killer's power. That's what I want to do in today's video. The day before the PTB, I want to take a crack at predicting the new killer's power for Dead by Daylight Chapter 22. Before we get completely into it, you guys know the drill. If you enjoy the video, by the end of the video, please make sure to hit that like button, and if you want more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. It helps out the channel a lot and it means a lot to me, so thank you all for doing that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump completely into this one. So while the teasers themselves haven't really given what the killer's power could be away, they have given a significant amount of information, giving us an idea of what the killer could be. And I'm going to be playing some of the teasers in the background. I'm going to be showing different pictures here and there. I'm going to be letting the teaser trailer roll here and there as well, so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about as I talk about it. So all of the teasers began on the Fresno Memorial website. It's basically an art website. It's an art exhibit website commemorating this artist named Seymour, who hasn't really been heard of. They've kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. And what one would usually think when it comes to something like that is, well, they were taken by the entity, especially if we're talking about Dead by Daylight. So that's really the main theory here. This chapter is going to revolve around art in some way. It's going to revolve around this character Seymour. We've learned a little bit about the character and their backstory, being an activist in the 1970s, doing a series of surrealist, radical, and political murals that caught the public's attention. That was really the last time they were heard from, and even their works have disappeared over time. That's the information that we actually get from this artist bio over on Fresno Memorial website. Now we actually have a picture of the killer. See, and the fun thing about this picture is, when it comes to this killer, we have no idea if this killer is Seymour or not. The website has went out of its way to hide every in-depth detail about Seymour, so we really have no idea whether the character in the picture is a self-portrait of Seymour drawn in the form of crows with that unique art style, or if it's just a piece of artwork by Seymour. And that's the interesting thing, and that's where the theory comes in. So my theory, my prediction is that the killer isn't Seymour themselves. I don't even know if the survivor is going to be Seymour. I really don't. But I don't think the killer is Seymour. I think the killer is that piece of artwork that Seymour did in the 1970s, and I think that artwork was pulled in to the fog by the entity in some way, shape, or form, and that is the killer. It will basically be art that kills instead of a killer artist. I imagine that this killer is going to have something heavily to do with ink, and of course, yes, I've seen the leaks. I've made a video about them. I'm not going to show them in this picture, but I do have the advantage on predicting this here. But I do imagine the killer is going to have something majorly to do with ink and something majorly to do with crows. And really, the theory on art that kills is kind of out of left field, and it is a really random thought, but in my opinion, this chapter seems very different from anything they've ever done. And yes, while they're focusing on the background of Seymour and the artist themselves, that's not really main focus. The main focus of these teasers have been the art, not the artist. So that's why I just have this feeling that it could be a very weird thing of art that kills instead of a killer artist. It does sound like something out of an old Scooby-Doo cartoon or something like that, where they walk up to a painting and it blinks or some shit like that. But I do feel like it is at least partially an interesting theory. So I do believe that the killer's power will revolve around paint, more specifically using a combination of paint and crows, or painted crows, to attack the survivors. Something that I'd like to see, that I wish they would have saved for Candyman, and I hope they still do, because of course none of this is confirmed, but having different paintings around the map and having the killer be able to set them up or have them pre-set up, and the survivors can't really do anything about it, and it's just places for the killer to teleport. They can walk up to a painting and teleport to another painting across the map. Now that probably sounds really insane, but that's honestly the best I got for this killer. I'm really hoping, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here and say like my power theory is like very interesting or anything, but I feel like it's going to be way more interesting than just a clone of another killer that's in the game, which it's not technically been clones before, but we have gotten very similar killer designs in the past, and I'm just hoping with as unique as this character's teases have been, with a website and all this amazing artwork, I hope the power and the killer themselves really show that in game. I really hope it's a very unique killer. But I do want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments down below. What would be a power theory for you? What power are you thinking of for this killer? Let me know. If you guys are wondering about the PTB date, the PTB is of course tomorrow, and the time should be released around 11 a.m. EST. That is mostly when all of the PTBs and even live chapters are released. In the Michaela or Pinhead update, I believe it was one of the two, we actually got the character, and then an hour later we got the patch for it. So it's here and there, but I think it will drop at 11 a.m. EST like usual. So make sure you dudes are ready to go for that tomorrow. I'm super excited for the chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How hype are you? Let me know. That's going to do it for me though, dudes. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my members for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you, dudes. So thank you so much. If you'd like to know how to become a member, click that join link in the description down below. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. But again, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching again. My name is Tooten. I've been your host, and I'll see you dudes in the fog. Peace out.